Oh man, I'm about to make another video today, and this video is going to be about what a relationship is really about. Because a lot of people got relationships distorted, especially women now in today's time. See, women like to make assumptions on what they think men should want out of them, and they don't know what a real relationship and what relationships really are. See, what relationships really is, um relationships are about two people coming together to fill in the blanks of something that they are missing out on or something that they can't find alone. See, when women want a already made man, they pretty much eliminate the development part of being in a relationship with another person. Because if that person has certain things that if a person has certain things that they didn't need another person for, why would they need to be in a relationship? Let me give you an example. Women say they don't like guys without confidence. But what does a guy with confidence get out of a relationship? This is why you see a lot of these overconfident, arrogant guys being players and cheating on women because women didn't pay attention to the guys who had no confidence and grew it little by little. So the man can appreciate that without this female or without this companion, his partner that he was in a relationship with, he would have never had this confidence. There's a lot of men out here who believe in the old ways of a relationship like that, where the guy isn't that good at socializing with a lot of people, or he isn't that good with women at all. And then eventually it's a girl who sees this and dates him, and then eventually he becomes a socially accepted person because he's with her, and he's confident now because he's with her, and it becomes a better relationship because they both need each other. It's not a parasitic relationship. See, when you have people who have all this, if each person already ready made, it's only a limited time. There's only a limited time where they will want to deal with each other. This is why relationships pretty much fizzle out after a while. With if even if it's for 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 10 years, 15 years, it goes based off the fact is that you're holding on to something. You're trying to chip away. When a female gets with a man, she's trying to chip away what he built for himself or what he has and try to replace it with something that she wants in this man. Like, this is why a lot of women try to date thugs, because they try to chip away all of that arrogance that the guy has in order to replace it with humbleness. But it doesn't work out. See, a lot of women don't understand what a relationship really is, and a lot of men do. See, a lot of men that the women don't pay attention to, I'm going to give out a jewel right now, a gem, and heed to this. When a man who don't get a lot of women get one woman, he usually stay in a relationship. He usually stay in a relationship. You know why? Because that man wants to see different things come out of that relationship with that woman. I'm going to include all the things. First of all, he wants to see his woman in many different outfits, to see her in every different color. He wants to see his woman in every sexual position. He wants to know every single nerve ending in her body that turns her on and turns her off. He wants to know the things she hate and the things she love. He wants to see this woman transform into a better woman than she was when he met her. He wants to see certain things, characteristics that he have in himself, in her. He wants to see a fully developed female that's kind of like him, but will make his life 10 times easier. Most men want to see if a woman becomes a million women to him. But a lot of women can't do that. A lot of men want to see their woman, if she has nice feet and nice nails in many different colors. He wants to see her in many different hairstyles. He wants to take her to every different country and be with her and see what kind of places that will make her glow. That's the essence of a relationship with a guy who don't get none of these women. This the mentality of a guy who can make a relationship last for decades, even for 50 years. But women don't like these type of guys. Women like a guy that they can take pictures with and show off. But in reality, this guy is only there for a limited amount of time. And this woman is trying her best to give him the sex. But she herself don't know how to develop a man, because all she get is ready-made men. So she tries to force her development on a man who already is developed and he is set in his ways. And in turn, the relationship fails. And this is why you have a lot of single moms out here, a lot of broken women, a lot of used up women, is because they don't know what a relationship really is. A relationship starts with two people who are missing certain things and coming together to fill in the blanks for each other. This is why I laugh at women when they say they want to build. Because if a man has a lot of flaws, like he doesn't have confidence, he don't dress real good, he's small in the pants, women will tell this man to make up for it, make money, get more confidence, and then he could get women. But what they don't understand is you're telling a man, once he make up for all the stuff that he has, to be the same man that he was before. And it doesn't work like that. Because if a man have to develop all them stuff to make up for his flaws, that means that the cycle is going to be repeated. And you're going to have a man who now sees that I need all this stuff to get women. So it means that these women are with me for what I built and what I made for myself. They're not with me for the flaws that I had to hide. They're with me because the surface, the stuff that I had, not the flaws that I hid, but for the things that I put in front of the flaws, like confidence and money and nice clothes and a flashy personality and funny. So that means that in turn he has this fake persona that he walks around with, and he can never be himself. He has to be him. He has to be this character that he made just for women. So in turn, he's not going to ever find happiness with a woman because he's playing this character. So in turn, you got the guys who have all these flaws, but they hide it behind these superficial things that women like. So in turn, these same guys are now the same type of guys that women are used to dealing with. But instead, these guys have little flaws behind them. And they don't know why this guy isn't falling all over the place for him, but you wasn't there in the beginning. You didn't try to develop the flaws that he had. You just told him to cover it up. And that's not what a relationship really is. A relationship is about two people coming together to fill in the blanks. That's what it is. That's how a relationship lasts. You want to see each other develop. Because you want to see what this person can do at their max. You can't develop a person who got everything before they met you. Because in turn, y'all not building a relationship and y'all not with each other. Y'all just have an agreement for a certain amount of time that you're going to be together. And then eventually y'all going to break up in a bad way, in a good way. And sometimes, and this is the other side of it too, the I'm trying to find a word. I can't find the word, but okay, yeah, the aftermath of two people getting together who already developed and never really put much time into each other. Y'all create a kid. And when you create a kid with two people who are pretty much packaged already, you two are not going to be compatible enough to take care of a kid who is beginning next stages in life, because you never did it yourself. So in turn, you're going to raise a person, a little person, a child, to be this superficial, shallow person that will repeat the same mistakes you made. If you have a child that's a female, you're gonna make the child repeat the same mistakes you made with men. And if it's a boy, you're gonna make the boy make the same mistakes that the dad made with you. So it's gonna be an endless cycle. You can't, two people who are completed with each other, who are not putting work with each other, can never raise a child to be a fully developed person, because they never took the time to try to develop other people. And if you don't develop yourself, or have somebody who actually have the ability to help you develop the best version of yourself, you can never raise a child at 100%. This is why you got a lot of kids out here being violent, losing their lives, repeating the same mistakes that these women made with men, and they're seeing another version of their child being like what their father was when the woman chose him, because she done this to him. She didn't get him out that area of bad negativity. She threw all her undeveloped characteristics onto that child. She did a lot of things that she should have never done, including having this child, without actually knowing how to actually nurture somebody. See, it's important to have the skill of what a woman should have, and that's nurturing. Any woman should be able to turn a man who's crying or whatever you want to say a man does into something that a guy that's going to take over the world just for the girl who showed him the light. No one tells you to babysit a guy. No one tells you to do all this other crap. But if you give him 2% of that feminine energy, he's going to dominate the world, because he's going to dominate the world for you because you gave him a chance that the world has never gave him a chance. Because let's face it, men have it harder than women. And I'm going to make my next video of that. They have it harder than women because women can get a man no matter what, and men can't get women no matter when. There's only a small group of men that can actually get women. If you don't fit a certain category, you're never. Women cannot fit a man's category, and they would still find 3 or 4 men to have sex with them or date them. Even the ugliest women, even the women with the ugliest face, the ugliest body, missing teeth, smell bad, will still find at least 2 men or 3 if she's lucky. And someone who's probably disfigured or something else that even make her so undateable, she'll still find like at least 2 or 1 in her lifetime. If you change that around, the man won't never find nobody. So yeah, that's the whole video for what a relationship really is.